Hi guys. So the shocking truth about lying and how it affects you. Imagine you could swim and somebody is constantly telling you that you cannot swim up to the point of manipulation that you start to believe him. And you would stand in a boat, but you couldn't trust yourself because you would die if you fell into that water, right? Because he manipulated you to the point and served you with lies that you start actually to think that you cannot swim. So what it would make to you? You would be afraid of the water. But also, the person that lied to you couldn't even trust himself because you know that he lied to you and he is in a state of fear because he fears if the reality gets revealed or not. And what it does to you, it makes you very afraid. You fear the water, and it will give you a false sense of reality which will not make you able to adapt to your environment in order to survive. And this is a form of hell. This is hell. It is a false perception of the world. But nature is always trying to reveal itself. Nature is always trying to reveal itself. So you're in a constant fight against the pure nature of reality, which always trying to reveal itself. Sooner or later you will get pushed in the water. Because remember, reality is trying to reveal itself. You will get pushed into the water and have to find out if you survive, if you can swim, or if you will drown in the water. And now comes the other lie. The other lie that reveals itself after this process is the concept of death. Is it true? Does death exist? Will the lights go out and we will forever be like this, or will we have an afterlife? All questions, all sorts of those things. If it is true, or if the perception that we have in front of our minds, if they are lies. And we all don't know. And because we are not knowing, we are not able to predict reality in a way that is in the purest form of itself. And that actually makes us anxious and creates another form of lie, the lie of omission. Because the biggest fear of a person is the fear of death. What means the fear of death? The fear of death means basically, I don't know what happens. And I have a perception in my mind which I cannot test if it is true or not. Therefore, it is something that is not revealed, and therefore it is a lie of omission. Because you have two types of lies. And I will go further into detail after this. The problem is with our society, we as a collective society have been lied to all the time. Our government served us with lies. Society is filled with lies. We cannot trust our government. The concept in order to survive, to be a working class individual, all those principles and concepts which we held for being true are now getting shattered. And the trust in institutions of all forms is at an all-time low because they served us with lies. But you have to think about it, because nature is always trying to reveal itself, and the truth is always trying to come out. And when you lie, you have to fight against the truth, which is always trying to reveal itself. And therefore, you can enter into a crisis. A crisis which your lies will be shattered, but your confidence in yourself, since you cannot trust in yourself, will get shattered too. And this creates a form of hell. And in this sort of crisis, we have no one to turn to, and we have to pay for the lies which we have created. Yeah, because right now, everyone is seeing that we have been lied to, and that reality is not how they told us to be. and that we don't want to live those lives which they serve us on a plate, and we want to escape from all our from everything that is enslaving us. So we're entering in a sort of a crisis since the lies get faced with reality. And we have to pay it for it. We have to pay for all lies, and the payment is on a collective level. Because when you lie to someone, you do not only damage to yourself, you do damage to the other individual, and everyone who knows about that lie will have a false perception of reality. So it will affect everyone. It is on a collective scale. And this is what we did. And to pay, because a lie always has to be paid with some form of hell or some form of suffering. Because when someone is telling you a lie, in order to survive in this world, you need to be adaptive in your environment. So you need to know what is truth, what do you need in order to survive. You need to have order and a structure which makes you predict reality in some type of way. Well, when someone is lying to you, they make a false perception of the reality. And it will create suffering and the form of hell, since you cannot trust yourself anymore and the other people. I don't know if I explained that properly. I tried my best, but it's such a difficult topic, and I think I didn't get it all, and there are a lot of forms that I don't understand. And my native language is also not English, but I hope that you got some type of value out of it, and you try to speak the truth, no matter the cost, because the truth is aiming upward to a better world, to a better life. Anyway, guys. So let's go back to the two types of lies. I'm sure there are other forms of lies, but I'm gonna explain the lies that I know. So, what is a lie? Normally, you think of a lie when you say something you know not to be true. But there are two different forms of lies, and they are called lies of commission. This is one lie when you say something that you know is not true, and the lies of omission. The lies of omission. You say something, you have to say something, but you don't. And usually people tend to be more to practice lies of commission, but both are as equally dangerous and have potential to hurt. Because when you ask people, you can make a survey and you ask people what are the things that they regret the most in their lives. Most of the people will say that it isn't actually the mistakes that they made, but the opportunities that presented them to themselves, but they actually never took the opportunities that presented to themselves, which they didn't ever took. This is what people regret the most. Then you're also having white lies and black lies. White lies are lies that you make because you try to protect another person, and by not revealing himself something that is important, you think you have the perception that you help him, but when it comes out it will cause damage. Which then you have black lies, and black lies are lies which you use to intentionally hurt someone, and which is in more evil form, but yeah, it's basically you are using a lie, you make it dark in order to hurt someone.